I'm planning to cover that this is today is the first technical sessions. So like how to install the managed package, how to enable field service lightning in your developer org, then how to create and assign the permission sets which is related to field service lightning, then which is who are the key players of field service. Then we will be discussing field service data model, and we will be creating service resource. Means basically we will be discussing the prerequisites of field service today. Okay, so okay, so what is field service lightning? Just briefly brush it up. We have discussed in the first sessions, like it is a comprehensive view of service cloud, and it is a Salesforce product that connects customer, workforce, and products on a single platform to deliver exceptional on-site services. Means it is a comprehensive view of service cloud. Means if any customers they require services, so Salesforce launched this field service lightning product as a comprehensive view of service cloud, which actually created the field service technicians. It will give you the on-site services, and the technicians will reach to the customers' places, and they will give the satisfactory services to the customers. So this is a managed package tool which enhance field service management by automations, and it is the integrations of tasks for agents, dispatcher, and mobile employee. Okay, so this is the high level of field service lightning. We have discussed the process. Like we have discussed, suppose I am a customer, I have an issue, I have launched a case in my Salesforce applications. Based on that case, the work order will be generated. Work order is basically the work which will be assigned to the field technicians. We will come to that later. So now, based on that work assigned to the field technicians, one job is scheduled to his calendar. Based on that scheduled job, he will reach out to the customer, go to the customer on-site services, go to the on-site and give the on-site services, and that should be satisfactory services. So that is the overall high-level process, which is basically of field service lightning. This is the process cycle I have just mentioned. Now I will go to the technical part, that how to install the field service managed package, and then we will come to the persona. So if I'll go to my, so now what we will discuss, I will show how to install the managed package. Okay. So first of all, I will go to this slide. I have provided that link. Okay. So this link, okay. So let me go to the my developer org. I believe you have already, you are having a developer org. So what you will do, you will just paste this link, field service lightning link. If I will just copy this link, I have already installed in my. So once installation page will come, you will obviously install. You do not have any sandbox as of now because it is license provisioned. So definitely you will install in production. That means your developer org, means login.salesforce.com. So when you will click on that install into production, so what will happen? This is my developer org, so which I have provided. So you will provide it your developer org. Okay. So if I'll just if you just going to here, you will provide it your developer org. So you will install that managed package. Then when installation complete, after 5 to 10 minutes, you will be receiving an email into your provided email ID. Step by step. I will provide in a document also. Okay, how to install that step by step I will mention there. So when installation complete, within 5 to 10 minutes, you will be receiving an email into your provided mailbox. Okay, that your installation has been successful. Before going to install that in your playground, means that this is your playground. What do you need to do? Let me tell you. I am telling you this is the how to install the managed package, clicking on that. But before doing that installations, mandatorily you need to enable a important feature in field service. What you need to do, in every developer org, you will have a field service setting options. So how to get that field service setting options? In your playground, click on this gear action, click on setup. If you'll go to the setup, in the quick find section, type field service. Okay, type field service. If you will type field service, under this field service, you will able to see field service settings. Go to the field service settings. Okay, if you will go to the field service settings, one option is there to get started setup field service. You will able to see this toggle option is there. You have to click on the toggle to enable the field service and wait for the message that says that your changes are saved. Okay. Previously means by default it will be in a disabled conditions. You have to make it enabled and you need to wait for the message that says your changes are saved. So then once you have enabled these settings, then you have to go to that link which I have mentioned here in the incognito window. You need to open that link. You need to install your package. Okay, then your package installations will be successful. It's a simple step by step. Click on the production, and I have and your email ID that needs to be provided, where you will be receiving the successful message, installation success message. Okay.
Yep.
So this is the prerequisite. Now I need to tell you one thing, that is, once you enable that field service, okay, so what you need to do, some options are there, like one options are there, like enable notification for users. Okay, so you have to click on this enable notifications. Sometimes what happened, these options by default are not checked. You have to manually check these options. I have manually checked that. Once you will enable this in your developer org, what you will do, you have to manually check that option. Okay, sometimes it will be checked, sometimes it will not be checked. If it is not checked in your developer org, you have to make it manually checked. Okay, so this is the options. Other options are, as of now, it is optional. Okay, based on some requirement, we will enable that options under field service settings. As of now, it is optional. So this is the mandatory prerequisite to get the field service managed package installation done. Okay.
Now, one question on this as well, so
yeah, sure.
When you've actually installed this in your developer edition, is this a standard developer edition where you only have a single or two licenses, or are there any ways you can get an environment as
no, it is a standard. No, it is a what I have installed. What was happening? It is standard development installations with two licenses, system admin licenses, and what happens? Based on that, I have created the assignment which I have that, and that is actually standard development org.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So now I will go to the next topic. So now another mandatory step which you need to do after doing the installation. If I'll go to the PPT, okay, so here I will go to the app and versions. I have mentioned over here how to do that installations. Now create and assign permission sets. Okay, now let me tell you what is the create and assign permission set options in field service lightning. So if I'm going over here, after the installation successful, you need to go to the field service options. Okay, this is the field service option that will come under field service app. Now what you need to do, let me refresh it. Okay, it is getting hanged actually. Let me refresh it. Now what you need to do, under this field service, you need to create on this field service. You'll just check it once that your field service managed package installations were properly successful or not. If we'll click on this field service, if this is coming to your playground, that means installation successful. Like verifying permissions, territories, all those things are green ticked. If it is all are green ticked, that means your field service installation successful. Now I'm going to that. This is another check. Now third check is you will go to the app launcher and you will click on field service settings. Field service settings. If you'll go to the field service settings, under this field service settings, you will able to see, let it come. Yeah, it's loading the settings. In this page will come. In this page, beside the getting started options, permission set options are there. These permission sets are specifically for field service lightning. Okay. So what you need to do, I have click on that means create permissions on each of the tiles, like field service dispatcher, field service resource, field service agent. In each tile contain the create permissions options here. So you have to click on the create permissions options, then you will get this message, permission set is up to date. Okay. So you have to click on create permissions and then permission set will be showing that it is in up-to-date condition. So all those 7 tiles are there. It is actually field service related permission set. We will discuss which permission set is required for which persona. So you have to click on the permission set and make those permission set up to date. And once it is showing up to date, you have to click on save.
Okay.
I have done that in my developer role. Okay, so now what you will do, so now 3 steps you have completed. Now what you will do, so you have to assign the permission set. Now in your developer org, you are basically you will be basically performing the activities like a field service admin. Okay, so now you are a field service admin. To perform the field service related activities, what you need to do, you need to assign yourself a field service admin permissions. That is mandatory. So like if I'll go to here, okay, and I am actually okay, let me show from here. This is the FSL training I have created, means my username, first name, last name, I have changed that. So I'm just redirecting to my user. Okay.
Sure.
This is my user. I have made myself as a field service admin by assigning the field service admin permission. So you have to go to the permission set assignment, and here you will able to see field service admin permissions is there. It is mandatory for a field service admin to perform the admin related job. Okay, so you have to assign that field service admin license and field service admin permissions both. Okay, so okay, so up to this is clear. So we can discuss then who are the field service users. So if I'll go to the deck, look at this.
So did I have one question on there? Sorry.
Sure.
If we go back a screen a sec, if we go back to Salesforce and the user page, I noticed obviously you mentioned the field service admin license there, but there's also field set license assignments beneath.
Sorry, can you please come again?
3 related lists down, there's permission set license assignments as well. So it's the field service dispatcher, field service scheduling.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say, when you have created that permission set, which I have just mentioned in one step back, the permission sets are up to date. So this permission set license assignments, it is actually this permission set license automatically come from the managed package itself.
Okay.
Okay. This will automatically come from the managed package, dispatcher, scheduling, standard. I'll tell you, which permissions will be required for which users. One by one we will discuss that. Okay, so let me go to the deck. Okay, hopefully this answered your question, right?
Okay.
This answered your question, Richard? So
Yes, it does. Yes, thank you. Yeah.
okay, okay. So now I'll go to the, so this is the FSL permission set and license. As I have mentioned, like this button will be there, create permissions. You need to click on that button. So then your permission set will be showing that it is in up-to-date condition. So if I'll go to the FSL key players now, that which permission set will be required for which users, that I will discuss with you. So first is that it is basically 4 key players are there. One are field service administrator, second is field service agents and dispatchers, third is field service agents, and fourth is customers. And this field service agent means I can tell you these are they will be working as a mobile technician also. So basically administrator, what is the work of field service administrator? What is the functionality of, what is the basically the activity of a field service admin? So FSL admin, if FSL administrators set up field service features according to their unique business needs. They can set up includes installing the field service managed package and field service mobile app also. Okay, this is the activity for the FSL admin. Now coming to the FSL dispatchers or service agents, you can say dispatchers. Dispatchers are basically, suppose I'm giving you the example. What is the generic workflow or field service? Like a generic field service workflow starts with the Salesforce admin setting up field service according to your organization's needs. Means your agents create work orders as customer service calls come in. Okay, then when your agent, they have created the work orders based on the customer service calls, now the dispatcher will coming into the picture. Dispatchers schedules the appointments, or dispatcher schedules the job and optimizing the job according to who has the right skills and who is carrying out the right parts and who are in the right location. Okay, then this is the work of the dispatchers. Then the mobile customers or the agents, the mobile resources, who are also known as mobile workers or technicians, they can complete the service appointment and close out the work orders. Okay, so I can say dispatchers agent, I can say service agents basically takes the customer service calls and requests the field service appointments via work orders, which list the skills and parts that are needed. Okay, and dispatchers basically assigns and manages the service appointments, and they basically schedule that service appointment to a field technician. They can optimize that service appointment according that who all are the technicians among them who has the right skills. Based on the skills, they can assign the service appointment to them, who is carrying the right parts and who are present in a right location. Okay,
Yep.
so this all are the work, and customers work is very simple. They can raise the case, they can log their problem on top of Service Cloud platform. Okay, so this is basically the overall work and responsibilities which I have just discussed for field service admin, agent, dispatcher, and field agent. Okay, so I have mentioned here. So now I will tell you what are the permission set and licenses required for each and every I can say each and every personas. Okay, so let me tell you. So if Field service standard user means all users who needs the field service standard user permissions to access the field service object. Every user should have field service standard user permission. That's fine. Field service user licenses already include that permission. Okay. So let me tell you, if I'll go to the main org, I'll tell you, like if I'll go to the permission set assignment, edit assignment, I'm just showing you what are the permission sets which are available. According to the persona, you will assign that permission set. So first of all, field service dispatcher license. Look at this. Field service dispatcher license. This dispatcher license basically provides the access to the dispatcher console. Okay. What is dispatcher console? This is the dispatcher console. This is the dispatcher console. Let me tell you, which is actually coming. Let it open. Yeah, this is the dispatcher console. To able to see all those service appointment, we'll be discussing. This is coming one by one discuss. So this is this dispatcher console. To access that, you need to assign that persona that field service license. Field service dispatcher license. Okay. This provides the access to the dispatcher console. Who needs it? The dispatchers needs it. Okay. Now coming to the field service scheduling license. If I will just scroll up. Sorry, not field service scheduling license. Field service admin licenses I have already discussed. Field service mobile licenses. Yeah, this one. Look at this. Field service mobile licenses basically provides the access to the field service mobile app. Who are the field technicians? They will be able to see all the jobs which is basically assigned to them. So this mobile licenses and also field service agent license and agent permissions also, this is actually applicable for the field service mobile workers, or you can say who are the field service technicians. So mostly used permissions are field service admin license. Field service admin workers needs these permissions and licenses. Dispatchers needs dispatcher licenses and dispatcher permissions, and agent license and agent permissions and mobile licenses that should be assigned to the field service mobile technicians. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
So yeah. So these all are the basic thing which you need to set up when you'll be setting up the users. Now I'll go to the object model. I will discuss the field service object model. Then we will create the service resource. So let me tell you first, what are the main object of field service? Main objects of field service actually when your field service means when your field service is enabled, you will find the core features which are ready to configure in setup. Okay. So what are those? First is service resources. Service resources. Look at this service resource. This is a core and heart object of field service. I have mentioned it like this. Workforce object are, it is actually assigned resource and service resource. Standard cell and service objects marked in blue, which is work order and user. Territory and scheduling objects are basically service territory member, operating hours and time slots. Okay. Now coming to that service appointment, which is basically central object of field service. Okay. Now let me tell you which objects is actually what is the purpose of each and every object. Service resource is basically the mobile employees who can perform the field service work. Okay. Now service territories, assigned resource, I am coming into that. Okay, I will show you when the assigned resources required. So let me tell you service territories. Service territories is basically the regions where the field service work is performed. Okay. Now, coming to that operating hours. Operating hours means the times when field service work can be performed for service territories, service resource, and customer accounts. Okay. Operating hours are made up of time slots. Time slots means a time period within a day when a field service work can be completed. Okay.
Yep.
Now I'm coming to the service territory member. Service territory member is basically the child object of service territory where you can assign the member. Member means that service resource to this service territory. Okay. A service territory can have multiple service territory member associated into it. Okay. Now coming to that service appointment. Service appointment is the central object of field service, which is basically appointments for field service work. What is work order? Work order is basically parent, which requests for field service work. Okay. So that is the overall thing. Now, overall heart or core object of field service. Now coming to the assigned resource. Assigned resource is the junction object of service appointment and service resource. Okay. So first, what is happening? Suppose I have set up an user in my development org, and I have made that user as a service resource. So what will happen? This junction object will not contain any record for the very first time. Using that field service managed package, what functionality is there? Once a service appointment is scheduled to the service resource, automatically a record will be created under assigned resource record. I'll show you. Okay. So let me give you the brief. I'll show you. So that is the overall object model of field service lightning. Okay. So I have given here also. I'll come to that work order line item, service territory, users, operating or service resource. What is work order line item? Work order line item is basically the child object of work order. It is a subtask of work order. Like a work order is suppose pipe installations. This is a work which is assigned. Then that pipe installation can have a subtask like pipe repairing, then pipe testing, pipe fix the length of the pipe based on that specific issue. So this kind of subtasks are there which is related to the main task. Main task is work order, and the subtask is categorized with a different work order line item, and that is associated to the master work order. Sometimes for your business requirement, that work order line items are required. Sometimes your business requirement is not there. Only parent work can be sufficient to provide the job. Okay. So this is the functionality of work order and work order line item. Now, what I'll do, I will show you step by step. First, what you need to do, you need to create a service resource first. Okay. So let me show you. If I go to here, go to field service, here service resources are there. Okay. So I have created, look at this. Only 2 licenses are there. Admin licenses. So I have made myself 2 active service resource. Okay. So what you will have to do, you will do, it's very simple. Let me tell you how to do that. First, Simon Cliff I have created. Okay, let me tell you first. Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones is an user which I have created. I want to make this Aaron Jones user as a service resource. Okay, that's why what I have done. User license is Salesforce. I'm giving the role as installation and repair services. This is a standard role which is coming when using which is coming with the managed package. Okay, installation and repair service. It is automatically come with the managed package. Okay, you have to assign that role to a service resource, or if your business demands a different role, then you have to create a different role for that which your business requires. Okay. So for the hands-on purpose, this installation repair services, which is actually out of box, came with the managed package. You can assign that role to a service resource. Okay. Now, profile is standard user as of now. He is a service resource, so we do not need to assign any kind of system admin profile to him. That's a standard user licenses Salesforce. Okay. Now, what are the permission sets required for a service resource? Let me tell you. So I have assigned the extra permission set also. So that's okay. First permission set is, which I have told you, agent license, agent permissions. Okay. Sorry. Now mobile license, so that he can get the notifications in his mobile also. Okay. Now what I have done, I have assigned that field service resource license, which is actually which is actually mandatory for field service service resource. And this field service mobile standard permission set I have assigned into that. You no need to assign that permission set when you will be creating. Okay. I have assigned it just. I can delete it also. I have just testing it, so I have just assigned that. So now what you need to check, you need to do. So your user has been set up. So let me tell you, let me give you the brief what I have done. Again, just go back. So create a user, put the profile standard user license Salesforce, role installation repair services, go to the permission set, agent license, agent permissions, resource license, resource permissions, and mobile license. That 5 permissions that is required for a field service lightning service resource to set up, and that must be active definitely. Okay. Now what you will do, we will create the service resource. Now you can create the service resource from 2 ways. If I go to the service resource here, suppose let me open it from app launcher. So if you go to the service resource, you can create the service resource from here. Like you will click on new. Okay, you will put the name. You will assign the user which you have created. Resource type will be technician. Multiple types are there. This is the standard pick list value. You will click on the technician. Now okay, now you can put the description. Now you can make it active, include in scheduling optimization. As of now, for the first day setup, I would not recommend you to click on that option. We will discuss this about these options in optimization chapter. Okay. So now scheduling constraint also, it is not required as of now. Now you can click on save. Okay. So your service resource has been generated. Like I have done that. So if I'll open Aaron Jones, I'll click on edit. What I have done, same thing I have done. If I'll click on edit, so I'll able to see all those options that's been there. Okay. Which I have just told you. Another option is there from where you can click the service resource, which is go to here, field service settings. Okay, you'll go to the field service settings. You have to go to guided setup. Click on the guided setup. It will checking your permission sets are up to date or not. If it is up to date, then it will redirect you to a different page from where you can create the service resource. Okay. So if I'll scroll down, look at this. This is the service resource options. Click on that service resource. Okay. So what you will do in the service resource sections, you can select the new service resource which you will create and put the resource name. Gantt 11 is not mandatory here. Territory, I will come to that. So means if you will create a new service territory, then all those service territories options will be available here. You can assign your service resource to the service territory to which you want to. Okay, I'll come to that point, how to create the service territory. As of now, just keep it in mind. You can able to see all the listed service territories here. Okay. Now one green option is there and one mobile option is there. Look at this, all licenses is devolved, that's why all mobile licenses has been used. This is the green options, this is the green options. Okay, so it is the scheduling licenses, and this is the mobile license and permission. So if you click on that options and add it, your field service resources will be added over here. I have created 2 field service resources. Okay, and then I have made them active, and I have assigned that 2 licenses to them.
Okay.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So, sorry.
Oh, so that makes sense. Yes, I was just saying that makes sense.
Okay, cool. Okay, so this is the service resource setup. Now I'm coming to the service territories. So if I'll go to the service territory, let me configure one territory. Let me configure one territory. Okay, so you can go to the service territory here, and you will create a service territory. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll create a service territory. Let me make the name like suppose I have created these 3 service territories. Let me create a new service territory. Okay, suppose I'll put the name New York area. Okay, or New York, only New York. Okay, parent territory, as of now I'm not putting the parent territory here. Okay, so now here operating hours is there. Look at this. 3 operating hours are available which I have created. Let me tell you what are the operating hours. Before assigning this to a service territory, let me create the operating hour from here only. So what I have already clicked that already created the operating hour. Let me create an operating hour for you also. So what is the operating hour? As I have already mentioned, that this is the business hours when your customers know that they can call your mobile workers. Means basically it will reflect your when your mobile workers will be available. In other words, I can say your field technicians probably don't drive up to customers' homes, suppose at a specific period of time. So your organizations probably has differing hours depending on where the customers are located and what the terms in their service agreement are like. Okay, so operating hours will basically help you so the field service can optimize your service appointments considering your service agreements, employees schedules, and regional holidays. Okay, suppose I'm giving you an example. If your organization has a service territory in New York City, okay, creating operating hours that should cover that time zone. Okay, so this will help you to align your customers and mobile workforce with the right working hours. Okay, so basically operating hours help you to establish the business hours when your customers know that they can call your mobile workers. It is basically reflect the mobile workers availability. Okay, so let me create a new operating hour for you. So if I click on this new operating hours, it is redirecting me to the operating hour page. So let me put it like Monday to Friday. Sorry, Monday to Friday. Suppose 8 a.m. to 6. No, 8 a.m. to suppose I can say 4 p.m. Okay, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And it is the operating hour name. Now what I will do in the description, suppose I'm putting it New York hours. Okay, and time zone is basically so let's put it Eastern Daylight Time, America. So GMT -4, it will be -4. Yeah. -4, America, New York. Where it is. -4, America, Toronto. This one. Okay, so this is the time zone I'm setting it up. So now I'm clicking on save. So my operating hours has been set up over here. Okay, so now what I will do, I will make it active. Okay, I'll make it active, and as of now I'm not putting any address over here in this service territory. I'm just giving the name as New York. I'm not putting any service territory. Now I'm clicking on save.
Okay.
Okay, so my service territory has been created from here. Now, what is the mandatory step you need to do? After creating the service territory, you have to go to the related. Okay, so after clicking that service territory, you have to click on the service territory members. Like I have said in the data model, that service territory member is the child object of service territory. You need to configure that one service territory can have multiple service territory member. Okay, so
Yep.
if I go to here, I need to create service territory member. And once you will create that service territory, a service resource can have primary service territory or secondary service territory or relocation service territory. I will talk about it. What are the different significance of the service territory? Let me assign Aaron Jones to this service territory, New York. New York territory type is primary. I am not putting any address as of now. Start date is means from when to when, what is the durations that specific service resource will be available in this time, in this territory. Let me put today's date. It's 12 p.m. Suppose let me make suppose next month, December 31st, 12 p.m. This is a long durations. I am just setting it up. I'm just setting up this service resource to this service territory. Okay. Now I'm clicking on save. Okay, another territory date, because what I have done, this resource I have assigned to another service territory already. Okay, so what I'll do, let me change the date. So it is actually overlapping. So what I will do, go to the service resource of Aaron Jones and go to the related, and this is the member, or he is already the member of Los Angeles. Look at this. So I have already associated Alan Jones to Los Angeles territory, and in a primary, he is the primary territory. Okay, and the date is 1/11/1/8 a.m. to 1/1/24/12 p.m. So it is, that's why it is overlapping. Okay, so what I will do, I will just change this Aaron Jones from means what I'll do, I will just delete that service territory member for you. Okay, let me delete that. And what I will do, go to the service territory which I have created for you, like New York, and go to the related, and I will assign Aaron Jones to New York service territory. Okay, because what I have done previously, I have set up Aaron Jones to Los Angeles service territory, and it was his primary. So definitely a service resource cannot have two primary territories at the same time. Okay, so that's why I need to make one service territory's primary territory. So what I will do, go to the start, let's take today's date, and end date is suppose 31st December 12 p. Okay, so what I'll do, let me just increase that time. Suppose May, June, July, August 31st. Okay, so now what I'll do, let me click on save. Now it is created. Okay, it's clear?
Yep, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Now what I will do, I'll go to the operating hours. Operating hours I have created for you, which is Monday to Friday. But as I have mentioned you, I need to, if I'll go to the data model, What is there? Time slot. Time slot I need to mention. If I'll go to here, time slot is that object. If I'll go to here, sorry, here. If I'll go to the time slot is basically the child object of operating hours. It is containing the availability time for that specific calendar is in that operating hour, which particular time that operating hour is being available, the time slot.
Yep.
So if I'll go to here in the related sections, okay, I need to add the time slots here for this operating hours. So like day of week, suppose first Monday, type is normal, start time, suppose I'll make it suppose 8 a.m. to end time, suppose 4 p.m. Okay, 4 p.m. Monday to Friday. Save it. Again, I will create new. I'll create Monday to Friday first. Tuesday, normal. 8 a.m. 4 p.m. 7 Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Four p.m. 7 Wednesday, Thursday. New. Then I'll create for Friday. Save. So what I have done, Monday to Friday, I have create 5 days time slot. Okay. So you can extend it also. You can create it for Saturday and you can create it for Sunday, because going forward, it will be your business requirement. Suppose they are expecting one service resource will work on the weekend. Okay.
Yeah.
The shift they will be created. So based on that, you have to define the time slot. Okay. So my operating hours setup has been done. My service resource setup has been done. My service territory setup also done here. Okay. So if I go to the service resource, Aaron Jones is active. He is technician. He has a service territory in New York, and in New York, what I have done, I have created a service territory member. So everything is fine now. Now what we will do, we will create a flow from here. Means flow means we have to make okay. So just let me check one thing. Did I make the service territory member? Okay, yeah, primary. Just I'm checking. Okay, what you will do once you will create the service territory member, you have to make the operating hours here also, which you have created, like this one. Okay, this operating hours has to be tagged in a service territory member also. Just I'm saving it. Okay, so now let me go to the field service dispatcher console. Let's see. In the dispatcher console, which is alternatively called a Gantt chart, in this Gantt chart, let's see one territory. Let me select one territory. This is the territory settings. Let's click on new work. Okay, save it. It is loading. We'll be discussing in detail going forward. Let me check. Yeah, look at this. New York is coming. Under New York territory, Aaron Jones is available. As of now, his utilization is 0 because I haven't assigned any kind of service appointment to him. Okay.
Yep.
So that's why his utilization is 0. Now what I will do, I'll create a workflow for him. How do I create a workflow for him? So let me go to the work orders. Okay. What I'll do, I'll create a fresh work order. Suppose as of this is development org, so I am a customer. As of now, I'm making myself a customer because I'm making a system admin. Okay. So how the job has to be created means I need to create an work order, and from work order, automatically a service appointment will be created. Okay. So let me show you how to create a work order first. So what I will do, okay. So as of now, what I will do, new work order I will create first. Okay. So I'll choose the service territory. Okay. Look at this. Here work type is there. Okay. We will discuss in detail. Work type is a different chapter. We need to assign the work type to us while you are creating the work order. It is not mandatory, but it's better to select the work type because it is a work order template. Okay. What kind of work order you are generating, that is actually creating from a template. I will discuss in detail in a different chapter. So as of now, I have created some work types. So I'm just assigning that work type into it as of now. Okay. Do not keep it mind as of now. We'll be discussing in detail in a different class. Okay.
Yep.
So as of now, I'm choosing service territory, New York, which I have created. Priority is suppose medium. Status is new. Account, you have created account in your system. Suppose I have chosen a dream house, or suppose I've chosen Thames Water. Okay. Now, what I will do, you can attach into a case or you cannot. It depends on you. Okay. Sometimes issue will be generating from your account. Sometimes issue is coming via case. That is actually depends what kind of business requirement you have. Okay. So now what we'll do, I will click on send button. Okay, your work order has been generated. Look at this. Once your work order has been generated, look at this. Automatically, under this work order, a service appointment has been generated. Okay, service appointment has been generated. So once this service appointment is generated, you will open the service appointment and look at this. This service appointment status is new. It is in new status. Okay. That means I haven't scheduled that service appointment to the any kind of field technicians as of now. Okay. So look at this. Do you remember I told you that assigned resource is a junction object of service appointment and service resource? Now, if I'll go to here, look at this. Here in the junction object, assigned resource is 0. No records is coming into that. No record has been created for the service appointment. Okay. Once I will assign this service appointment to a service resource, okay, then what will happen? Automatically one record will come under assigned resource. Okay. So what I'll do, I will go to here and okay, I'll go to here in the dispatcher console. That means in the field service, it is okay, it is opened from here. So let me open in a new tab. What is my service appointment name? SA0822. So if I'll go to here in the dispatcher console or Gantt chart, okay. So SA0822 should be available. Look at this. SA0822 is available here in the new condition. Okay. So which service territory it is from which service territory it has been created? It has been created from Newark service territory. Okay. So to match the service territory, Aaron Jones is available in this territory. Okay. So what I will do, I'll drag that service appointment and assign that service appointment to this Aaron Jones. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I am assigning Aaron Jones to this service appointment to him. Okay. So this service appointment status is now scheduled. Look at this. It is in a scheduled condition. So if I'll go to here, and refresh the page, look at this. It is coming. Just wait for a while. Yeah, look at this. The status is automatically changed from new to scheduled condition. Now, as a service resource, he will be able to see that service appointment in his mobile device. That okay, one service appointment is already assigned as a planned work in my calendar. Okay, so mobile technicians will able to see this service appointment assigned to his calendar. Okay, in mobile. So now one thing I would like to mention over here, and then we'll wrap up the session. If I scroll down, one field is there. This time constant field we'll discuss later. I will just show you that once you will schedule that service appointment, look at the schedule start date and schedule end date. These two fields automatically populated in the system for the service appointment. Okay, this is automatically populated. So these are the flow from service appointment creations from work order and make that service appointment assigned to a field technician from dispatcher console.